Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Raw Life Health Show. I had to make this video because so many people are asking me about this raw vegan girl who died, Zhanna D'Art. Maybe I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but I had actually never heard of her until just yesterday when a couple of people had contacted me saying this raw vegan died. And here's the issue. They're not saying it like, tell us what happened, or why do you think this happened? People are contacting me saying, this raw vegan died, trying to prove to me that the raw vegan diet doesn't work. And I'm seeing some videos online saying that this raw vegan died because the raw vegan diet doesn't work. And it's really, I saw one guy who was obese, and he was saying the raw vegan diet doesn't have enough nutrients, and that's why she died. And of course, there are some raw foodists that are, and vegans that are making reasons why she died. She didn't do it the right way. She had problems before and all this stuff. Regardless, first thing is, a person had died eating a certain way. My first idea or response is, I know thousands of people all over the world that are dying, and they're not on a vegan diet. They're eating the standard American diet. They're eating cooked food, they're eating animal food, and they're dying. Where are the videos of that? Where are the people saying that this diet's not nutritious, or this diet creates cancer because so many people die from cancer? It's very interesting to see one raw vegan die, and all of a sudden people saying the raw vegan diet doesn't work. For every person that sent me a video, not with the question, because if you have a question, I'll get into it today and answer that. But when people send me a video trying to prove the raw vegan diet works because somebody died who was eating a raw vegan diet, well, if that's the idea we want to go by, well, I guess the standard American diet of eating animals doesn't work because thousands of people are dying every day that eat animals. And of course, a person could say, well, you know, there's different types of animals to be eaten and different ways to eat it. Somebody who's overeating on Kentucky Fried Chicken is going to be a lot better, different in situation than somebody who's eating a organic grass-fed steak. Well, if there's different ways to eat a standard American carnivore diet, why can't there be different ways to eat a raw vegan diet? But regardless, raw vegans aren't dying by the thousands. Okay, so one vegan died, and I don't know her. I don't know her life. I don't know what it was like. I don't know what exactly she was doing. Like I said, I just heard about her. But I know many raw vegans that are not dying. I know many raw vegans that are overcoming diseases. Me being one of them. So does the raw vegan diet work? Is a question, and we shouldn't base it on, well, this raw vegan did it and she died. And what I'm seeing online is a lot of people are saying, this is the naive people, ignorant people saying, well, this girl was on an extreme form of a vegan diet called raw food. Have no idea anything about, you know, the why raw food is, why people are choosing to eat raw instead of eating a cooked vegan diet. But this is the main thing I'm seeing from the mainstream media. A vegan died because they were eating an extreme way called raw food. It's like they're picturing it like raw food makes the vegan diet bad. And it's just not right. Now, the right way, I'll tell you all, I don't know about this girl. I don't know what she was doing. I can't say much about why she died. I don't know enough about her story. But I can say the raw vegan diet works fine. It's been 28 years I've been eating this way, and I feel great. The one time I tried to stop, I got sick. Got right back on it because, and I felt better again. And I didn't get right back on it because I believe in giving some time to the situation. So I know people try a diet for a month and they're like, oh, this isn't working. Well, I gave a year. I tried to see if adding some other things in my diet would help, and no, it didn't. The raw vegan diet I've been thriving on. I feel amazing. And here's the thing. If you're going to eat any diet you're on, it's really not a diet, it's just a way of eating, right? Any diet you're eating, you should understand the body and understand the signs of the body. And understand that the body's not always going to give you the correct signals. For example, if I tell somebody to stop drinking coffee, they'll get a bad headache. And if they're listening to their body, they'll think, well, coffee's no good. I need to drink coffee because if I don't, I get a headache. So it's not good if I don't drink coffee. You got to understand detox and all of this. But there's clear signs to know if what you're doing is working for you. And one of them is the blood work. Check your blood work on a regular basis. I always tell everyone, no matter how you desire to eat, do what's working for you. If you're eating dead animals and it's working for you and you like it, wonderful. If you're eating a vegan diet and it's working for you, great. But if it's not working for you, if you keep doing the same thing and you expect different results, that's the definition of insanity. So, how do we know if it's working for us? Check your blood work. It's not complicated. Get your blood work done maybe once a year and, maybe once every 2 years. At some point, get your blood work done. Okay, I'm eating this way. Do I have any deficiencies? Is something? Don't wait until you have a symptom to say, well, maybe something's wrong. No, check your blood work and stay ahead of the game. Your blood work is a wonderful messenger to tell you if what your diet is doing is helping you or working for you. So checking your blood work. Your sleep, a tremendous amount of questions can be answered by the quality of your sleep. No matter what you're eating, no matter what you're doing, if you are waking up and you are not resting or fully rested, something is not working. Now, it can be other factors, but chances are, if you didn't get a good night's worth of sleep, it was your diet. And it's not necessarily what you're eating. It could be how much or how late you're eating. But your sleep should be excellent if your health is excellent. Your digestion, or at least your bowel movements. Are you going to the bathroom on a regular basis? I don't care if you're eating a raw diet. I don't care if you're eating a vegan diet. I don't care if you're eating a meat-based diet. If you're not going to the bathroom every day, something is not working for you. There are so many other factors to health other than just diet alone. So we need to consider everything. But you need to be going to the bathroom on a regular basis. You need to get good sleep. You need to feel well rested. You need to have your blood work looking okay. These are factors. And then what everyone says is how I feel. That should be one of the factors, but not the only factor. They say, well, I feel good eating this way. And I know people that have gotten themselves in trouble by assuming the way they were eating is great because they felt this way. There's a good friend of mine says, I know people that smoke crack and feel well because of stimulation and things like that. That isn't the thing that guarantees if what you're doing is working for you. So I don't think going off the internet of some person who died who's been eating this way when there are a lot of other people that have been doing this successfully is the ultimate answer if this diet works or not. And I acknowledge that there are people out there that have tried eating a vegetarian diet or a vegan diet, and for them, it didn't work. And I don't know what they were doing. I know there are people that eat different types of diets, and for them, it's not working. Do what works best for you, but I'm telling you the signals that'll show if what's working for you. And me, I'm eating a raw vegan diet, 28 years, and feel absolutely amazing. And every year, just trying to just reevaluate my diet, my goals, and my life, and make sure what I'm doing is working for me based on all these factors I tell you. And I'm very fit. Like I said, there's other things other than diet that are important. And I exercise. I feel amazing. If I don't exercise, I don't feel amazing. I like to exercise. I feel great. And I'll also bring up, some people say, well, how you look determines if your diet is good or something else. And that is not necessarily true because there's a lot of misunderstanding of what good looking truly is. Most people in today's world are overweight, and if they see somebody that's a good weight, they say, oh, he's too skinny. So how somebody looks often goes according to the world's perspective. And I have to laugh because there's some foolish people out there that say, well, you're using a filter on your camera, so you might look, your skin might look better now and everything else. My skin looks fine. My skin looks fine. Even without a camera, it looks fine. But I know people that aren't necessarily healthy. You know, I see them in the gym. They're not eating healthy, at least, and they look okay. But the world's, this is what I would say is when it comes to the looks. The world's greatest filter is not a camera lens. The world's greatest filter is truth. And when I say that, if you have to filter your face with makeup, something might not be working for you if you have to filter your face with makeup. And when I see these people talk about, oh, well, your camera's using a filter, or your this isn't healthy, or something else, and then I realize or I see people wearing makeup and say that, I immediately stop listening to them. To be honest, I don't listen to anyone that wears makeup. People that wear makeup, they're just making up a false perception of themselves. So when they say stuff, it's like they're talking, but I won't listen. I won't listen to you, unless, makeup's for clowns in a circus, not for beautiful people that have natural, healthy skin and look great and vibrant. And I can guarantee you, regardless of what your claims say, I have not one wrinkle on my face. My skin is clear even without a filter. And my skin looks better than any of you people covering your face with your makeup and so on. So your skin is your biggest elimination system of the body. You should be skin brushing. And it does determine a lot about what's going on. So that's another factor. So when we look at about how we look, I wouldn't go automatically by people that are wearing makeup to say, well, they look good, so they must be healthy. But let me see somebody without makeup or fake up. And let me see how they truly look. And I find it comical that some people could look and say, well, his skin is so wrinkled and all this stuff. It's like, what deception people have, or what's going on in people's eyesights or their minds. Now, I acknowledge without my beard, the beard makes me look older than I am, but without this beard, I look 30 years younger than I am. And it's not because I don't have a beard, it's because my skin is fine, and I contribute that to the way I'm eating my raw vegan diet and the way it's working for me. I don't need to wear makeup. I don't need filters on my camera. I don't add any extra filters on my camera. Now, I could tell you that lighting does make a difference when you're sitting in certain places. Lighting will make a difference, but let's forget about the camera. Let's forget about the lighting. Let's forget about the filters. Let's look at face to face and the true person. The true person. If you wear fake up, don't even comment. Don't even comment. But what do people say about your skin in person when you're not wearing makeup? That's a true answer of how you look. Okay? And if somebody out there has seen me in person and doesn't think I have good looking skin, I haven't met anyone that said that. Everyone that sees me in person, they always compliment me on my skin. But the cameras can be quite deceptive with lighting and bad cameras or good cameras and so on, and the fakeness of it all. So that's the real measure. See you in person, and how do you look in person? How does your skin look? All right? And remember, this is not about some one person that died and all these people trying to prove a diet doesn't work. This is about, what's working for you long term and the ways to figure that out. And to get away from all of the gossip of people just talking about, well, this person died because of this, or guessing why this person died. Instead of thinking about why other people died. Because we don't know what people are doing in the privacy of their own home. We don't know. Think about you. Look at your blood work. Look at your diet. Look at your health routine. Look at your sleep. Look at your digestion, your bowel movements, and you decide, is what you're doing working for you, and be honest with yourself. Stop listening to other people. Be honest with yourself and do what works best for you. You can use other people's information and their experience to kind of get an idea of some things you might want to experiment with or try, but ultimately, you got to look at yourself and be honest with yourself. All right? So my heart goes out to the family of this young girl that died, and it's just never a good situation when something like this happens. But instead of us looking for reasons, let's just acknowledge that, somebody lost a child, and hopefully we're all going to do better to think more carefully about the things that we're eating and putting in our bodies and in our minds. And also we're going to just consider, our friends and our loved ones and our family, that we never know when the last day might come. All right? So let's do our best to just love each other while we're here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a great day and a great raw life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life